Hi, my name is Charlie Cloner. I'm from Orlando.
I'm Vince Smalltown.
And I'm McNary.
And together we are Burroller.
Did you know that 53% of all Americans report participating in outdoor activities like camping, hiking, and hunting in the year of 2022?
My friend Lucas and I are part of this 53% of people as we participate in outdoor activities of all different types together, mainly fishing. On one particular day, we went fishing in South Barrington at our local pond, and we fished our normal fishing spot for about 30-45 minutes. We had no luck there, so we moved to another spot of the pond, and in doing so, we encountered lots of vegetation and plants of all different types. And everything seemed all good, but once I went to put down my fishing backpack, I saw that my shorts were just covered in burrs.
For context, a burr is a type of plant that spreads its seeds by attaching to other plants, animals, and most importantly for us, the clothing of humans.
So Lucas and I started to pick off these burrs one by one and even tried brushing them off with our hands, but it was very ineffective, so we held it off until later in the day. So once I got home, I went to put my clothes in the washing machine, and as I went to put them into the dryer, I saw that all the burrs were still intact on my clothes. They weren't even loosened at all.
So Burroller is a burr removal tool ideated from the lint roller. It effectively removes burrs from your clothing, pets, and animals. It uses a combination of nylon, Velcro, and a lint roller handle. It is non-abrasive, so when it does remove your burrs, it will prevent snags and tears to the fabrics of your clothes. It's also portable, as there's a hole you could put a carabiner or any clip through to attach to your hunting bag, tackle box, hiking bag, or whatever fits your needs. It's also very lightweight, as it weighs less than a pound, so you can keep it on you and it won't weigh you down from your adventure. Unfortunately for today, we don't have burrs. As it is the spring season, they're still blooming. When they do attach to you is when they die and harden. But what would happen is when you have burrs in your clothes, then a few swipes, the burrs will all come onto the burr roller. You take an ID card, credit card, or whatever you may have, and you just swipe them right off the burr roller.
This is our early adopter, Scott Jackson. He's a 20-year-old male, enjoys outdoor activities such as hunting, hiking, and fishing. He lives in a rural area and makes over $50,000 per year. He's active on online outdoor groups and shops at local stores such as Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
So the U.S. population is approximately 332 million people. Our ideal customer are outdoors when you spend time fishing, hiking, hunting, etc. and have household income of $50,000 and up, as this is an outdoor accessory. We're also targeting ages 15 to 65, as people below the age of 15 may be a user, but a parent or guardian would be purchasing the burr roller. People over the age of 65 are less likely to spend time outdoors, which means our market size is 75 million people. Our total addressable market is $26 billion. Through those same demographics of outdoorsmen, of a household income of $50,000 and up, and our ages 15 to 65, brings our service addressable market to $1.1 billion.
This is our direct competitor here, the Burr Paw. It costs $32 and has 570 reviews with an average rating of 4.2 stars. And sold in popular outdoor stores such as Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, and there's a little over 100 sold every month. This is our other indirect competitor, the Burzov. It costs $18 and has 320 reviews, averaging 4.3 stars. It's sold exclusively on Amazon and their company website, and there's a little over 50 sold monthly.
Now, when it comes to our product, we expect it to cost about $2.04 to make, 75 cents of which is coming from the bulk orders of our handle piece, which will be coated by a nylon Velcro material that will be costing 64 cents, along with the packaging box that will cost about 40 cents, and the labor so that we can pay ourselves to make these, which is 25 cents. So wholesale, we will be selling our product for $10.95, although this price can vary based on communication with stores, and retail will be selling our product for $14.95. The same cost of goods being $2.04. We narrow down our gross profit to $8.91 and $12.91, which leaves us with an 81% and 86% gross profit margin. This is also our website where we will be selling our product. As you can see, there are a couple other tabs here, one of which is the contact tab. And this is where our customers can email us any basic questions or comments they have on our products, as well as our optional survey tab, where our customers can fill out a survey based on what type of burrs they experience, how often they experience them, and what they currently use to remove these burrs themselves. Most importantly is our shop tab. As you can see, this is where we sell our Burroller. We use anchor pricing to sell it for $14.95. As you can see, there's a pretty detailed description of our product and its unique values below.
So throughout the MVP process, we use paid and free tactics to market the burr roller. Our paid tactics was Instagram ads, where we spent $43.99 boosting our posts on our Instagram account, Burroller Outdoors. We got a total view of 11,200 people, And from the 11,200 people, 239 people viewed our website, which got us a click-through rate of 2.13%. We also use free tactics as we post on our Instagram account, Burroller Outdoors, continuously to update our followers on new ideas about the Burroller and keep them up to date with all the information.
Now, when it comes to our MVP process, we wanted to validate a few things. One of which was how often do people encounter these burrs, and are they actually willing to pay for a solution for this?
So through our MVP, we helped validate our price as we went to 8 different mom and pop shops where they sold bait gear for fishing or hunting gear. From these 8 stores, we not only pitched our product, but asked for feedback. 4 of the stores said they would sell the Burroller in their store for $15. The other 4 stores said between $10 and $25 is where they would sell it. That's where we validated our price of $14.95 to sell the Burroller. Also, at the beginning of our MVP process, we looked into blow molding as this would be a more efficient process to make the Burrollers. But as we reached out to 7 different companies, the average price is between $50,000 and $60,000 just for the mold. This is excluding labor prices and other materials. So we're deciding for year 1 and 2, we're going to stick to the bulk order, and then by year 3, we're going to look back into blow molding. Also, at the beginning of the MVP process, we had our original prototype. As we continue the interview process, many people commented that it didn't have a great look and it looked messy. So not only we create a sleeker design of the new Burroller, it's more efficient, cheaper, and yeah.
At the beginning of our MVP, our goal is to sell 50 Burrollers. As of right now, we've sold 8, half of which were to a local family-owned bait shop here in Barrington, and the other half were from retail, 2 in person, and 2 from our online store.
This is our revenue and profit 5-year projected profile. In year 1, we project $12,600 of year 1 revenue. Of this, about 50%, $6,246 will be net income. And we project 125% year-over-year growth through geographic expansion further throughout the Chicagoland area, in Illinois, and eventually outside of our state. And in year 5, after 4 years of this growth, we project $324,000 of revenue and $114,000 of net income. And between years 3 and 5, we're going to experiment with blow molding with another bulk production of our product, whereas in years 1 and 2, the volume is manageable for us to build ourselves. And therefore, with all these considerations, we request $5,000 of funding for our company. This $5,000 will be put towards 3 main purposes. The first of which is a $2,300 liquidity cushion. This is a relatively high expense because there may be unforeseen or miscellaneous expenses. The price of our materials may increase. And number 2 is startup inventory of $2,000. This is enough to build approximately 950 Burrollers. This means that we can start making profit, making net income right off the bat in month 1. And number 3 is legal expenses of $700. This will be a copyright, trademark, and an LLC for our company to protect it. And $5,000 will purchase 4% ownership in our company at a post-money valuation of $125,000. And after 5 years, following our exit strategy of selling to our biggest competitor, Burroller, this $5,000 will have appreciated to $42,500. This indicates a 58% IRR and an 8.5x money multiple. Therefore, in conclusion, we ask $5,000 of funding for our company. Burroller, finally enjoy your adventures burr-free. Thank you.
Have you actually proven this out? I mean, does it take burrs off?
Yes, we have tested it.
You know what would be good is because I add cost to it, but it doesn't really roll. Just
We found it's more effective with taking out the rolling mechanism.
really.
Yeah.
There's more friction, so it more effectively removes the burrs.
Good. That's good.
Our original prototype actually had a rolling mechanism, and so we decided
Yeah,
to
that's
take
what I
it
would
out.
figure. You know, makes sense. But if you tested it out, it's great. And how do you market to retail?
So we actually found our competitor Burroller, their email, their dealer list, which is of hundreds of dealers all throughout the United States. And we are going to do free marketing. We're going to just call up these companies, and we believe it's a very good choice for marketing because we already know these companies are selling a burr removal tool, which means that they're highly likely to put ours on the shelves.
Wouldn't that be wholesale fee?
Yes, wholesale.
At retail, we also use Instagram ads, and we're planning on, we want to put posters in stores too.
Great.
The vast majority of our revenue will be in to the wholesale.
Wholesale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we reached out to about 8 stores, I believe it was, and 7 of them said that they were interested in our product. Not all of them agreed to buy it in their stores, but they were definitely interested.
Great.
So they, Burroller, the name itself kind of implies a roll, so you may want to kind of obviously this was a pivot, and a smart one can do that, friction creates more,
Right.
a more effective product, but this is something to think about. Can you talk about the two competitors that you mentioned and the differentiator of your product between those?
Yeah, so our direct competitor, the Burpaw, is essentially solving the same issue as us, although it's very clumsy to use. I mean, it's essentially just a large pad of Velcro that you put your hand into to remove, so it's a little hard to use. And then the Burzoff is essentially like a lava rock, like a pumice stone. It's very abrasive on clothing, so you can leave them like freeze.
Yeah, I mean, my initial thoughts are if it's not rolling, right, then you almost have to roll it in your hand to get, so let's just say there's burrs down or
Yeah, just make the handle.
you
not-
have about 2 inches of
around.
surface area, right, until it gets filled up, and then you kind of have to get to a clear spot on the handle. So I don't know how advantageous it is to have cylindrical surface area. I mean, you could have a handle and it'd be flat, and then you have, you know what I mean? But kind of what Mike
Or
said.
make the handle round and just, let it roll in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, if the handle can roll and then the user can decide, okay, I want it to roll or I want it to be stiff based on however embedded the burrs are. And, that's neither here nor there. I think people are familiar with this shape, right? They use it for lint. And I think it's gonna get them to fork out the $15, which is a great price, But, I think you can't rely on like novelty and impulse buying long-term. So don't forget about the product, right? A lot of times that happens. Last thing I'll say is, good presentation. I like the name. I think, this is something that Bass Pro Shops and stuff like that, it's like, I'll grab one of those out the door. Getting that shelf space is gonna be probably your biggest challenge. Cogs are fantastic. This is just an off-the-shelf handle. It says Scotch-Brite on there, is that?
Yeah, we started out by buying from Scotch-Brite, yes.
And this is what you quoted at the 75 cents or whatever?
Yeah, once we buy in bulk. It was more expensive at first.
Okay, what's the quantity to get that price?
We haven't done like an extreme amount of research on how much bulk we have to buy to get that price, but we have seen a lot of bulk orders that it's narrowed down a lot to maybe like
Okay.
$1.50
Okay.
just for like 100 or something like that.
Be ready at pitch night for that because, a lot of times companies like Scotch-Brite 3M, they'll be like, 300,000 what you're gonna have to order to get 50 cents. So, but then you had mentioned injection molding. Do you need to do that or?
So we found out the cost. We contacted two blow molding companies, and they indicated that the price would be very high, between $50,000 and $60,000 for the mold alone, and that is not including the material expense, the labor expense, the shipping expense. So in years 3, 4, and 5, once our net income is a lot higher, we could perhaps afford to do blow molding.
Where are you getting the handles now?
Right now, this is on
A wholesale.
websites,
Say what?
wholesale store.
You had a cost up there for them.
Yes. Which was 75 cents. But
Were you buying these for 75 cents for your small quantity right now?
these were $2.
$2.
Yeah. But if we buy it in bulk,
Yeah.
we get it for much.
It's just going to be a numbers game, so once your quantities get up, it'll necessitate looking at an injection mold. That's going to be the big upfront cost, and then this will cost like 4 cents, right? So that's just time to pivot.
I like that the name and the shape and the form factor and all that is something that everybody's used in their house with lid rollers. Do you have like a patent issue, or have you looked into the idea of patenting, either the shape or the
So we found out that a utility patent, which is the one that we would get for this product, it would be a couple $1,000, so that's outside of our budget right now. Over in years 3, 4, and 5, once we have more net income, we can look into that. Should be advantageous to protect our products.
I don't really have any questions. I just wanted to say that I really liked your presentation. The slides were clean. The way that you gave the presentation and handed off to each other, I just thought you did a really good job.
And going off Eric's, I just wanted to also add, I still really love your illustration approach to it. I think it's really different than most of the other groups. And I think if you would include that in your future packaging, that'll really have you stand out.
And maybe when you get into the burr season, do a quick video where you're actually showing how it works and how effective it is. That would help. Curious, you mentioned taking a credit card. Is it that easy to clean off the roller, just taking a credit card and swiping it across?
Well, a credit card, ID card, or whatever type of card, it gets underneath the burrs on the Velcro, so it can pop them right up.
How often would you have to replace the Velcro on here?
Well, these ones you actually can't replace it. The Velcro is directly attached to the lid roller.
Okay. Can you use it over and over?
Yeah.
So even after cleaning it off, you can continue to use it?
Does a credit card trick work on the clothes? I just use credit card.
To Bert's point, though, I think this is a product that begs demonstration. And the burrs are out. My dog came back with some.
It's the little ones that kill you. It's not the big ones that you have in there. It's the little ones that are just, oh.
So we have not really experimented with that yet.
Yeah.
However, we definitely want to get into that opportunity because that's also a big issue with birds is they attach to like a dog.
Yeah.
So that's
The extended use.
Yeah, but even if it doesn't, this product remove the birds from the dogs, we're thinking about even just making another product that actually would remove from that.
Well, I'd buy those in bulk.
Comb or a card or something. Great presentation. I like the thoroughness of it. I think you can push it farther though. For example, what you're wearing. You might want to reinforce the outdoors nature of this, whether it's fishing or hunting clothing that you would normally wear. And someone who said demonstration, it is key whether you do it live or video, or you create some simulation of what a burr experience is like. Mike, you said you still have some in your backyard, so maybe you want to go visit Mr. McElroy's backyard and collect a few.
We're welcome.
Are you guys in it to win it? So then you definitely want to go visit his backyard and grab a few before next Wednesday.
I look at promo swag type of approach to market too. There's a lot of outdoor events. Nick had a good idea. I'll throw one of these in my golf bag for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hitting them in places where there's a lot of birds. You know? True. It's true. But yeah, like golf tournaments, fishing tournaments. I mean, companies that are sponsoring that, right? They'll throw their logo on there. Everybody, you know, swag bag. It's like perfect for that. It's a great cost for something like that. So think about different routes to market as you know, inevitably get frustrated with retail. They'll have
Do you anticipate having some kind of branding on this when, in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, on the top right here, it does say
Yeah.
Scotch Brite, readable. In years 3, 4, and 5, once we get that blow molding on a manufacturing technique, we're going to consider having, say, Burroller on the packaging in the retail, so we'll have like a cardboard box to, we'll say Burroller.
You just put you just print a sticker or something like that and put a sticker on the top?
With
And
your
just,
website.
you know, do a circle, a couple hundred stickers that just have your name or branding or a little QR code or something like that and just stick it on top maybe.
And I would suggest revisiting your timeline for provisional patents. If you guys make it to the bid stage next Wednesday, the clock starts ticking and you have 1 year. So it's not going to, you're not going to last in years 3, 4, or 5. Your patent will have shut by then. And do you have an inventory of these right now to sell?
Right now, these are the only ones that we have. We have about 8 on hand. And in our funding request, there's $2,000 in inventory, which is enough to build about 950 units.
Okay. I'm just thinking if you can sell the remaining ones you have, At our summit in July in Chicago, we're offering every incubator team who's got things to sell and you want another chance to pitch, you can grab a table, you can talk to Hogs, he's got the information.
I would be not hiding the Scotch Brite, right? Go to Scotch Brite. Look at how we put your product to use. They don't make the Velcro thing, right? Right? So who cares? Your people are buying the convenience. Just be like, yeah, you can go buy the handle and buy this thing and make it yourself. Who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do that. For how cheap it is, right? Don't hide it. You'll get to that point in your business. Scotch Brite might like the story and give you some visibility, you know?
All right, good job, guys, thank you.